They never came over there. I waited over there for 2 hours. I even called Mark over there to see if Mark could get the police over there because he was live. He called the police.
Situation about some shoes that came about, right? Well, there was an investigation going on by a church. Remember, there was like 9 different precincts investigating by the church. Well, I was live on the scene that day, and there was a lot of information being said on my live. They told me to shut my live down and go live somewhere else, right? Because the information being shut, right? So I went live to somewhere else was across the street. Me and Roxy went live and we found a pair of shoes, right? So we went live on a pair of shoes, and then the police called me back and said, hey, well, where are those shoes at? What's going on with the shoes? I said, well, we're right across the street. So they said, where you at? So we waited there for an hour waiting for them to pull up. They didn't show up. Long story short, they went and recovered the shoes, and I found out, I got intel about 2.5 months later. They did an investigation on the shoes, a DNA test on the sweat, and they found out that those were actually her shoes after they did a DNA test on the sweat from the shoes, right?
You told me that your daughter picked up the clothes and dumped the clothes out and found them. You just
out of a bag, in a black garbage bag.
Okay, but I just asked you just a few minutes ago, and what did you just say? You said y'all called the police. You ain't saying nothing about your daughter grabbed the bag.
I mean, goddamn, I didn't go into detail. Like, damn, goddamn.
I'm just saying I just want to know you remember what you're saying. I'm just saying.
What part of that is wrong?
That's tampering with evidence.
Well, hold up. What did she do when she found the bag before she dumped it out? Did she spin around and dump it out? Because how did the shoe end up on a tree limb?
The shoe was already there. Both shoes was already there like that. The shoes was already there, and we looked at the shoes. We didn't touch the shoes and was like, damn, there's a little blood on that shoe.
We are talking about ZIYAH Harris, the 13-year-old who was unalived by her auntie's boyfriend, who she had 5 children by. So we're going over their morning routine. That came up a preliminary hearing. Now here is the visual of the morning routine. And it does not seem healthy at all. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section. But looking at this is very disturbing. And they knew little about what was going on with ZIYAH. And you would think the way that this mother is, this grandmother, she's cussing the kids out and praying at the same time on the way.